Well, how about Gordon Hayward? Would you be shocked if he leaves the Utah Jazz? Let's turn our attention to him for this 120. Hayward has a player option for the 17-18 season, but opting in is unlikely since he stands to land a max contract on the open market. The Jazz are worried, reports say, about interest in Hayward from both Miami and Boston in free agency. Utah can still offer him the most money, but it was dealt a tough blow when Hayward didn't make any of the 3 All-NBA teams, which prevented the Jazz from being able to give him a supermax contract. Which team, if he does leave Salt Lake City, would be a better fit for Hayward? The Heat? Hayward, I should say. Heat or the Celtics?
I used the Celtics. I mean, he played for Brad Stevens in college. And it just seems like a natural fit as far as a Brad Stevens type of player. Now, they have a plethora of wing guys. That's one thing the Celtics have. They have a ton of wing guys. This guy's an all-star. And when they gave him the huge contract the Jazz did, everyone said, oh, how could you pay him and not pay Lance Stevenson? Well, obviously the Jazz had that vision back then. When I look at Miami, it's an intriguing situation because they overachieved. They had a great second half of the year. You have an established big guy there. But I think there's too much flux as far as, is this what your roster is going to look like? You know, is that a better team than the Celtics? Is that a better team than the Jazz? I think if Gordon Hayward's going to leave Utah, he's looking for literally greener pastures, like a team that's going to be able to compete for an NBA championship. So is that a playoff team? Yeah, maybe. You know, James Johnson, Deion Waiters, they're able to re-sign those guys. But I think he's an absolute lead pipe lock to end up wearing the green and white in Boston.
Reuniting with his college coach, Brad Stevens. And if he does, potentially that's what the lineup could look like. You like that a little more than the one you saw down in South Beach?
Yes, and then they're one guy away. And now you're one piece away. And now do you add Chris Bosh? And how healthy is he going to be? Now you're one piece away in my eyes. Because I think Gordon Hayward and Al Horford, they're perfect when they're not your main guy. Like when they're your second or third guy. Like Al Horford's better as a 3, maybe even as a 4. Gordon Hayward's better as a 2. He's unbelievable at a 3. So if you go get one more guy, now you can beat the Cavaliers.
Gordon Hayward, Tim Doyle says, the best fit for him if he leaves Salt Lake City, the Boston Celtics.